Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd film in a different location now. The sun's shining in Vancouver. Very rare, I know. So gonna make use of some natural sunlight. But anyway, you clicked on episode 2 of What Can You Buy, and this was a comment suggestion. So shout out random guy 567 requesting me to do a video on Dsquared. So if you would like to be featured in the next video, suggest something down below in the comments of this video right now, and if I decide to check out the brand, I'll give you a shout out. So just suggest the brand, plug your Instagram, whatever socials you got, I don't know, I'll give you a shout out. And yeah, so without keeping you waiting any longer, let's dive right into the video. Okay, before this video starts, I just want to take a quick minute to explain this series, just in case you missed the first episode. So, the first episode was on Burberry, this one's on a comment suggestion, but anyway, I take a brand, I set a max price threshold, so usually $1,000 for designer brands. I go on the online store, and I look through a different catalog and see what I buy, up to $1,000, share my opinions on what I'd like to buy, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Now, a quick disclaimer, I don't know too much about Dsquared just because I haven't had that brand on my radar, just because they're known for their more out there designs, and if you know me, I like to keep things a bit more basic. So, from my limited knowledge of what I do know is they're a Canadian brand, I think, but they do have some European influences, so there's always like Milan on their shirts and stuff like that. So, yeah, but other than that, I do know that they have some more graphic tees and designs, so yeah, as I mentioned, it's not something that I normally gravitate to, but I guess now that I mention it, in high school I did have a big diesel phase, and I remember I was in New York, and the first time in New York on 5th Avenue, and out of all the stores I go to, I want to go to Diesel, and I go to the store, and I instantly fall in love with this shirt. It says "Die" on it in big letters. I'll try and find the shirt for you guys if I have pictures of me wearing it, but it was before Instagram existed, I guess. But yeah, it had "Die" in big letters and underneath "For Success." I just really like the motto on the shirt, and it was a bit out there, and I got a lot of people just saying, "Why do you have "Die" on your shirt?" But they didn't obviously see the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. There's a little story time for you, but let's get on to the video. So yeah, we're on the site right now, and this is the US store, so US dollars. So since I'm not too familiar with Dsquared, I'm just gonna go through pretty much everything just so I can actually see for myself what this brand's all about. Now, I did see when I was on exchange in Europe that I did see a lot more Dsquared than I normally do here in North America. North America here, we just see a lot of like Louis, Gucci, all the same brands, and I feel like people just don't really experiment a lot. They just buy what's into the hype, and that's good if you buy the piece because you like it, but it's also good to kind of experiment and buy things because you want to buy it, not just because other people just like it and it's in right now. So I feel like Dsquared could be a good brand just because it has a lot of unique pieces. And yeah, so first off, let's start off with the accessories because those are normally on the cheaper end. So yeah, I guess this Canadian influences right here reminds me of the Petro-Canada gas station. I don't know if I'd want to rock that as a belt buckle though, especially for $270, but that's cool. Okay, so far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling the belts here. Ooh, okay, the jewelry could actually be pretty interesting here. Yeah, if you didn't see my previous video, I made a video on like 5 accessories that every man should need, and I do mention jewelry just because it's something that can spice up your wardrobe. And yeah, of $150 to $155, in this price range, I don't think it's too bad for jewelry, just because especially jewelry, you get multiple uses through it, so the cost per use is very low. This classic chain right here, I think could be pretty interesting, just a simple gold chain. These hats are interesting. I'm really, especially like these hats right here, I'm getting a really trucker vibe. Just someone just pulls in a early morning shift, 5 a.m. in the morning, just going down the highways, delivering whatever truckers deliver, pulling up in a Tim Hortons or whatever, getting your double-double, and I just feel like this is the kind of person wearing this hat. But I mean, most truckers probably wouldn't be spending $170 on the hat. So yeah, I guess it is Canadian owned or whatever, because there's a lot of Canadian flags and stuff like that. You don't really see that on a lot of brands nowadays. I mean, the only time you see Canadian flags on stuff is if you go downtown and you go to a touristy shop and then you see, made in Canada or Beavers or what have you. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that it's on a designer brand. Ooh, okay, these socks are actually pretty cool. I'm actually gonna click into these right now. I really like it. I noticed a lot of the things say icon on it, so I'm not sure. I guess that's something that distinguishes Dsquared from other brands. But I really like these socks. It's a nice, clean, simple design, and I mean, for $85, it is a bit steep, but you know, these do look like some nice, cozy socks. Cigarette holder. Now, do people still even smoke cigarettes nowadays? Like, I thought everyone just jewels. Okay, so wrapping up the accessories, I think that out of all of them, I would go for the jewelry, the necklaces, that's pretty cool, and the socks are interesting. Some of the hats are okay, but I don't know if I'd be spending $175 or how much ever they were on a hat. I think there's better ways to spend your money. Everything else in the accessories, I'd stay away from. That's just my personal opinion though. Okay, so let's go into the shoes now. Okay, instantly, they're hopping on the dad shoe trend. These are definitely some cheaper alternatives, $5.95. You know, the Balenciagas are like $1,400. So, okay, so these are pretty much just like Adidas Superstars or Stan Smiths or whatever. But it's like, these are $555. Are you paying like an extra $100 for each stripe here? Because like what, you can get Adidas for like $100, $200 max. I don't think I'd be getting these. Overall, I don't know if I'm really digging the shoes, to be honest. Overall, I think for shoe selection, they could do better. I'm not really digging what they have right here. I think if you want some designer shoes, you can look elsewhere. So let's move on. So now to the bread and butter, the ready-to-wear stuff. So let's just do all ready-to-wear. Let's just dive right in. Okay, well, obviously a lot of things are out of my price range at $1,000 right now. And that's usually the case with a lot of clothing. You know, obviously the accessories, shoes are cheaper. So let's see what we can get for $1,000. I'm pretty intrigued actually. Okay, this nylon zipped hoodie pullover. Oh, okay, so see it has Milano on the back, so I guess that's some Italian influence right there. And honestly, I kind of like this pullover right now. It's not too bad. Okay, so right now we have a lot of different dress shirts. Now, I wouldn't spend like $500 for dress shirts. You know, I'm personally fine going to Bay Days, $100 Calvin Klein dress shirts. I mean, actually they're cheaper on Bay Days. But yeah, $100 or less Calvin Klein dress shirts. They fit fine for off the rack, and I mean, whatever. It's like I don't want to spend $500 for a dress shirt, so I'm gonna pass on the Dsquared. Ooh, I do like these sweaters. You know, this blue one, this yellow one, even this red one's not too bad. But with spring coming up, it's cool to have some nice and bright colors. And in my opinion, colors are a great way to stand out a bit. And you don't necessarily have to have like busy logos on stuff like that, because the color itself is what's speaking for it. So you can have a nice, just basic font, but have something like this with a more unique color, and I think that's a good play. And speaking of spring coming up, I am going to be filming a spring lookbook, so look for that on my channel coming up soon. If you would have seen on my channel earlier, I did post a fall winter lookbook, so yeah, I'm going to be posting a spring one soon. Hopefully when my friend Alma comes to Vancouver to visit me, we'll post something, got some ideas and shots in mind. So yeah, be on the lookout for my channel for that, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, even these black and white ones are pretty good too, just because these are some decent enough basics. White and black are always a good staple in the wardrobe. I mean, you can't, they pretty much just, those colors go with anything, so when in doubt, go white or black, or even just gray too, just because those three colors are pretty much the foundation of any wardrobe. You can always build onto that. Okay, honestly, I know I do like some more basic designs and stuff like that, but some of these graphic shirts are actually pretty cool in my opinion. Like this one right here, Year of the Pig. I guess this is for Chinese New Year coming up. It's honestly pretty cool. This one right here is not too bad in itself as well. This rock shirt's honestly, oh, it has holes on the back. Okay, I like the front up until the holes. I don't know, I just feel like I wouldn't pay money for a shirt with holes. I don't know, that's just me. Wow, okay, I like this hooded sweatshirt right here. This color too is gonna be a good color for spring, I think. You know, nice lavender purple, not too bad. Alright, so we went through a lot of things over the site. So let's give a quick recap of some of my favorite things. So first off, from the accessories, I did like the necklaces, And the socks are pretty cool too. Now the shoes, wasn't a big fan. So onto the ready-wear stuff. The anorak that I saw was pretty cool, the one that had Milano on the back. I also did like the different colored sweatshirts and hoodies, you know, the blue, yellow, red, purple ones, as well as the more staple colors, so the gray, black, and white ones. Those are good too. Also, some of the graphic tees were interesting. So overall, I think Dsquared is a pretty cool brand. I did have a preconception that the stuff was pretty out there, and that's why I think initially I didn't really look into the brand that much. But after going through it and stuff, while we did see some outlandish prints and some things that I probably wouldn't buy, there were a lot of pieces that I actually found very interesting, as you would have saw along in this video. So thank you for suggesting this brand for me to check out, and I think I'm going to be venturing out trying some things from this brand. So I'm definitely interested in what else you guys have to recommend for me to check out, because I am looking into changing some different pieces of my wardrobe. I'm kind of getting tired of what I'm seeing in my closet just because I've had the same basic tees. You know, I kind of want to venture out. The last time I really did any shopping was when I was in Europe. And so, you know, I feel a bit deprived. I gotta buy some things. So I'm very interested to see what other things you guys suggest for me to check out. And who knows, maybe I might pull the trigger down the road and pick something up. So, you know, you'll probably see a pickup video when that does happen. So just stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. But anyways, yeah, thanks again for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button too, you know, turn on the post notifications, do all that jazz, you know. And I'll see you in the next video. Like always, have a good day. I butchered my outro. But yeah, you know, whatever. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.